The battlefield of the mind, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to speak to you not just about motivation, but about transformation. And that transformation doesn't start in your environment. It doesn't begin with your circumstances. It begins in the one place that controls everything else: your mind. Every dream, every goal, every mountain you want to climb starts right between your ears. And the greatest battles you'll ever face will not be with the economy, your competitors, or even the opinions of others. They will be with yourself. Your doubts, your fears, your excuses, your comfort zone. That's why the title of this speech is Mind Over Matter, Winning the War Within. Because if you can win that war, the internal one, then nothing external can stop you. The silent saboteur. Your thoughts are shaping your destiny, one belief at a time. What you repeatedly tell yourself becomes your truth. And most people lose the battle before it even begins because they wake up every morning telling themselves, "I'm not good enough. I'm too late. I don't have what it takes." That's mental sabotage. You need to silence that voice and replace it with power, replace it with truth, replace it with vision. Start declaring, "I am capable. I was born to win. I have a purpose that will not be denied." The mind is the gatekeeper of your actions. Guard it like a warrior. The power of focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. The average person is drowning in distraction, scrolling, comparing, wasting energy on things they can't control. Champions do the opposite. They control their attention. They lock in on what matters. They ask, "What am I feeding my mind with?" Your focus should be your freedom. You want to change your life? Control your focus. Because what you focus on, you create more of, and what you ignore withers away. When the war gets tough, focus becomes your weapon. Learn to wield it. Discipline, your daily weapon. If your mind is the battlefield, then discipline is your sword. It's not flashy, it's not exciting, but it wins wars. Too many people are chasing motivation when what they really need is discipline. Motivation comes and goes, discipline stays. Motivation is emotional, discipline is a decision. You want to change your life? Start showing up when you don't feel like it. That's where transformation begins. Discipline is doing the work. When it's boring, when it's hard, when no one's watching, when there's no applause, you build discipline every single time you tell yourself no to the easy way out and yes to your greater self. Small wins, big victories. Most people think success is about massive leaps. It's not. It's about consistent small wins, waking up 30 minutes earlier, reading 10 pages a day, putting in one more rep, showing up one more day. Every time you win the day, even in a small way, you send a message to your brain: we don't quit, we move forward. Those small wins, they add up, they compound, they create momentum. Your habits are your identity. Here's the truth. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. Whatever you do repeatedly becomes who you are. Want to be confident? Practice courage. Want to be fit? Train consistently. Want to be successful? Develop work ethic. Your habits are the brick and mortar of your identity. If you want to become someone new, you need new habits, not just once. Every single day. The mental war, overcoming the inner critic. Every person striving for greatness must confront the enemy within. That voice in your head that says, "You're not good enough. You always fail. Why even try?" It's a liar, a manipulator, a coward. And it's not you. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts, the commander of your thoughts. And once you learn to control them, you win the inner war. Mastering self-talk. Do you know what separates winners from losers? It's language, especially the kind they use with themselves. Losers say, "I can't. It's too hard." don't have what it takes. Winners say, "I will figure it out. I've done hard things before. I can do this." This pressure is a privilege. Talk to yourself like a champion, especially when life punches you in the mouth. Feed the mind like you feed the body. You wouldn't eat garbage and expect to be healthy. So why do you feed your mind negativity and expect to be strong? What are you reading? Who are you listening to? What are you watching? Your environment is either building you or breaking you. Protect your peace. Guard your focus. Your future depends on it. 3. Discipline in thought. Discipline isn't just physical, it's mental. Train your mind like you train your body. Sit still, breathe, get clarity, visualize your goals daily. Interrupt negative spirals with powerful truths. Most people don't need more talent, they need mental discipline. The ability to refocus, to stay on course, to not fall for every doubt, fear, or distraction. Taking responsibility, the game changer. If there's one principle that separates the average from the extraordinary, it's this. Winners take full responsibility. They don't blame, they don't complain, they don't wait for someone to rescue them. They say, "It's on me. My life, my results, my destiny." Stop pointing fingers. Blame is easy, it's comfortable, but it's also the quickest way to give away your power. Blame your parents? You stay stuck in the past. Blame the economy. You miss present opportunities. Blame others. You forget how powerful you are. The more responsibility you take, the more control you gain. Own your time. Own your habits. Own your mindset. That's how you win the internal battle. The power of radical ownership. Jocko Willink calls it extreme ownership, and it changes lives. When something goes wrong, even if it wasn't your fault, ask, "What could I have done better? How can I grow from this?" That mentality builds resilience, confidence, true leadership. It teaches your mind, no matter what happens, I'm not a victim. I'm the author of this story. 3. From excuses to execution. Let's be honest, we all have excuses. I'm tired. I don't feel like it. What if I fail? But here's the truth. Excuses don't build empires. Execution does. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. You don't need motivation. You need a mission. Write down your goals. Set the standard. Then show up every day like your life depends on it, because it does. Embracing pain, building grit. If you want to master the war within, you must stop running from pain and start learning from it. Pain isn't your enemy. Comfort is dazen one. The role of pain in greatness. Pain is the price of growth. Every champion has suffered. Every visionary has struggled. Every legend has endured. You don't grow stronger by avoiding challenges. You grow stronger by facing them, breaking through them, and coming out on the other side transformed. Your pain is either going to define you or refine you. 2. Grit. Talent. Talent may open the door, but grit kicks it wide open and walks through. Grit is waking up early when you don't feel like it. Grit is pushing harder when you're already exhausted. Grit is choosing discipline over ease. Again and again. That's how you win the war within, not with talent, but with relentless effort and unbreakable focus. Your mind will quit first. Here's the truth. Your mind gives up before your body ever does. When your brain says stop, you're usually only at 40% of your potential. Your real power is hidden behind the resistance, and the only way to unlock it is to keep moving forward, especially when everything in you says to stop. The mirror test, facing the real you. If you truly want to win this inner war, you need to face your toughest opponent, the person in the mirror. Self-deception is The first defeat: most people lie to themselves. They blame others. They make excuses. They justify laziness, procrastination, mediocrity. But the truth? Until you hold yourself accountable, you will never unlock greatness. Ask yourself, did I give everything today? Did I stick to my standards, not my feelings? Did I do what needed to be done, even when I didn't feel like it? Be honest, because that's where the transformation begins. Character is built in the dark. The world sees your highlight reel, but your character is built when no one's watching, when you wake up early and nobody notices, when you keep your word, even when it's inconvenient, when you do the hard thing simply because it's the right thing. That's the inner victory. That's how you win when no one's cheering. The mirror is not your enemy. Don't be afraid of the mirror. It reflects your flaws, but also your potential. It shows you where you're losing, but also where you can grow. Look at it. Own your failures. Take responsibility, then do something about it. Because the war is not won by wishing, it's won by working. Train your inner warrior, self-mastery. Through discipline, once you've faced the mirror and taken responsibility, the next battle begins. Training the mind, the heart, the will. Because self-mastery is the weapon of champions. Discipline is freedom. It sounds like a contradiction, but it's truth. The more disciplined you are, the more freedom you earn. Freedom from regret, freedom from anxiety, freedom from mediocrity. Discipline builds momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Confidence builds unstoppable action. Small wins stack. Big victories. You don't need to be perfect, just consistent. Wake up 10 minutes earlier. Say no to distractions. Read 1 page more. Take 1 step toward your goals. Small wins become habits. Habits become identity. Identity becomes destiny. 3. Your mind is a muscle. Train it. Most people go to the gym for their body but never train the mind. They feed their fears. They entertain doubt. They scroll endlessly while their potential rots. But not you. You feed your mind with truth. You train your focus. You reject weakness. That's how warriors are made. Battle-tested. How to stay relentless when life hits back. You've trained your mind. You've embraced discipline. Now comes the real test. Resistance, adversity, pain. This is where most people quit, but not you, because you are becoming battle-tested. Expect the hits. Life will hit you. You'll lose people. You'll face setbacks. You'll get rejected, mocked, misunderstood. But if you expect the hits, they don't shake you. The obstacle is not in the way. It is the way. Marcus Aurelius 2. Master the comeback. Winners don't avoid failure. They own it. Learn from it. Rise again. Got knocked down. Get up faster. Made a mistake. Don't run. Refocus. Feeling tired? Rest with purpose, not guilt. Every time you rise, you harden your spirit. You teach your mind. We don't stay down. Find strength in the struggle. There's power in pain if you harness it. Let pain fuel you. Let loneliness sharpen you. Let pressure shape you. Hard times create strong minds. This is the moment where you earn greatness. Not when it's easy, but when it's brutal. Because greatness doesn't come to you, it comes through you. Owning the process. Not just the outcome. You've been taught to chase results. Trophies. Status, recognition, but here's the truth most miss. Success is a process, not a finish line. Stop chasing. Start building. Winners aren't obsessed with rewards, they're obsessed with routines. Early wake-ups, daily disciplines, focused execution, constant learning. Because when you own the process, the results chase you. Fall in love with boredom. Repetition isn't failure, It's the forge. Progress is invisible to the untrained eye. The world sees results. You see consistency. Do it when you're tired. Do it when you're bored. Do it when no one's watching. That's how empires are built, one disciplined day at a time. Show up. Ruthlessly. Talent is nothing without showing up. Amateurs wait. For inspiration, professionals show up. This is your battlefield, the daily grind, and when you own that, you can't lose, because most people never stay long enough to win. Become unstoppable. Live it, breathe it, be it. At this point, you've done more than listen. You've awakened something inside, a deeper fire, a higher standard. And now it's time to claim your identity. You are the one. Winners don't arrive, they transform. You don't wake up great. You become great through fire, failure, and relentless action. And that identity isn't found in comfort. It's forged in resistance, in rising one more time when you've fallen 10. You don't kind of want this, you need it. Identity over motivation. Forget hype. Forget motivation, those are temporary. But identity, that's permanent. I'm disciplined. I am resilient. I finish what I start. I don't need a reason. I am the reason. The world bends to those who know who they are. This is just the beginning. You're not chasing a dream. You're becoming the kind of person who can't be stopped. You've burned the boats. There's no plan B, no fallback, no excuses. This is your life, your shot, your fight. And if it's you versus you, bet on yourself every time. Final words, no more doubt, no more waiting, no more silence. Step into the arena, be the hero, own the mission, because you're not just becoming successful, you're becoming unbreakable.